Today, we are going to get max volume on fine hair. So fine hair falls really fast. You know this.
Yep, I do.
Yeah, I know it. We're gonna go through getting volume also on a shorter hair length. The good thing about it being shorter is there is less hair to weigh it down. So hair is damp, I would say teetering towards pretty wet, but we're gonna go in and spray some of the Orbe Royal Blowout. I like that just as an all over, and then I'm gonna rough dry that in a bit, and I'm gonna go in with this one, the Color Wow Extra Large. I think this one works on all hair types, and I think it especially delivers on fine hair. So here we're gonna direct hair up.
It smells amazing.
I know, it smells so good. You really can't beat this. Okay, where also to be really aware of how much product you're putting in is the top and the front. You can put more product in the back. I'm a big believer of you're not really gonna see that because there is more density back here. But if you over product the top, that is what's gonna fall because there is less hair just as a whole on the top and around your hairline. We're just gonna go in and blow dry hair up and around, and then we'll go in and add a little bit of mousse when it's about 80% dry. We're gonna go in with the GHD dryer. I like medium heat because she does have fine hair. You don't need max heat for finer hair types. That's a misconception that high heat delivers everything. Okay, so she looks crazy right now, but hey, this isn't the final look. So now we're gonna go in and add the mousse. You saw the technique I was using where you just use your fingers to kind of get the tight grip and pull it up. That way you're directing the hair and already starting the volume process. Okay, so there's the prep. This is not the final look, but you can see we're starting to really get some volume in. And now what we wanna do is we're gonna go in and really create the shape. You, by the way, do not have to use a round brush to start getting volume. You can just flip your head over old school style, get it going, get the max volume, but just for her looking pretty through the tutorial, I did the round brush. So when you're blow drying your hair, what matters most is the crown of the head. You want that volume right there. So we got a lot here. And you wanna make sure it's fully dry. So when you take the hair down out of the brush, it doesn't need to feel cool at all to your hands because that means it's still kind of damp, which means your hair is gonna fall. So you wanna make sure it's all the way dry. Like if you put your hands through your hair, like it feels like dry. You know, it feels like still warm. So you want that feeling. She showed me a picture where she liked the fullness where you can move it around. If you don't wanna do a part, because we're gonna go back in with the part now, but if you don't wanna do a part, just direct everything forward and then direct everything back and kind of move it around, so that way you don't have to drop hair in the front, it doesn't direct itself in the back, it's movable. So you wanna make sure you're not setting it when you are blow drying the front, but still getting that big volume. And of course, the bigger the round brush, the more volume you're gonna get. So we got lots to start. If you prefer to use a blow dryer, you can just pretend like this is a normal brush and use a blow dryer along with it. This is just for technique, but I do love this tool. This is what I use on my own hair. So I definitely love what it does to my ends. It just gives a nice blowout effect without having to go through all the steps. So we're gonna get started. So you like your hair parted, which way did we decide?
I think on this side to
This side,
bigger,
okay, yeah. It does really sit nicely. You can see there's like enough of a cowlick that's kind of pushing it over. So this side is a little flatter, and that's sometimes just the way your hair is angled and naturally. So if you do want volume, definitely work with the side that's gonna give you the cowlick to push it in the right direction. So this is the perfect way for this. We are going to part you. And we're really just gonna go in as if it was just a round brush and just go through the hair, smooth it out, give it the volume and the turn under look that we love. I do recommend, if you are going to do any heat styling, just rough dry the hair. You don't need to go in with a brush and then go through and straighten it. I feel like those days are a little past us, but some people still like that method, but it will definitely have an effect on your hair as time goes on. And that's where we'll start to see breakage. The direction of how I move the brush really matters, but with this length, we're just sort of getting it looking good, and then on the sides and the top, I'll really start to show you what that looks like. So then if you do want kind of more shape as we're getting to the longer pieces, you're gonna direct up and then just sort of away, letting it fall out so then you can get a little more shape. I like to always direct away from the face. Okay, so we got the shape and everything that we needed. The volume is set. Here is where it really is important for the overall look. So I like to just turn it all the way through, curl it down, and then just let it actually set for a second. And then as I take it out, I'm just gonna turn it. And you can see here, you're getting a really pretty bounce, also with the volume there. Here, we're gonna do the same thing. Get a little tension on it. I would give it a solid 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That's about as much as I would give to actually like get the heat all the way in there and then do the twisting motion on the way out. Okay, ready? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That's pretty solid. That's like, honestly, a really pretty girl. And here, same thing, we're gonna go away from the face and then wrapping it away. So this applies with the side part or with the middle part. As far as sectioning goes, you want your sections to be about as large as the barrel size. So that applies to brushes, hot brushes, any curling irons you're using. That's your general rule of thumb. If you use sections too big, it's not gonna give you the volume you want or the results you want because there's just too much hair in there.
I do find that since it's thin, I always tuck the side that doesn't have as much volume.
Yeah.
And then it almost creates an illusion where the other side is fuller.
Yeah, I love that technique always, especially in shorter hair. I think it's super cute. It's chic. Okay, so then our last and final thing that we need to do is we're gonna go in with a little texture spray because that does give hold, and we're gonna clean up any flyaways. Fine-haired people, I find, have the most flyaways, so don't get scared by it, just so you know, because there's a lot of regrowth that's happening. This isn't necessarily breakage, it's just your hair is kind of always recycling differently than fuller hair types. I like to spray it in my hands, and then I can just get, again, right where I want it to be and stay. And with fine hair, I do kind of like leaving a little bit of the flyaways because I feel like it helps add to a fuller effect. I like it, some people don't, but I think most people kind of are in agreement with that. How's it taste?
Yeah. The first product you used smelled really good.
Yeah, you wanted to taste that one?
Yeah. That I could drink with a straw.
Totally. Okay, cute. So where you start seeing the new growth hairs, the shorter hairs in here, that's where you're gonna start. So you stick your comb in here because that's what's gonna mat up for you. Instead of going like this over and over, it's more intentional. So you can just push those bits down and you get a lot of volume that way. When I'm back combing, it is more intentional as opposed to just making a mess and putting your hair back down and figuring it out from there, because that's sometimes what happens if you do it that way. So this way you can just get the volume intentionally where you want it to go. Then you're also not left with a big mess that you have to figure out, especially on fine hair that knots easily, how you're gonna get it out. No one wants to deal with that. You've been there. No, it's not fun. So final touches, I'm going to use the Orbe Superfine. This gives a really strong hold. So it's good if you are not gonna touch and move your hair. This style, perfect for that. But if you are someone who's gonna wanna run your fingers through your hair, this is not the hairspray for that style. For this, we can really get it to stay exactly where we want it. And then you also can get all of those crazy flyaways down. You can see like if I try and brush through it, we're locked in. So this is a great hairspray. You definitely look like you have a corporate job.
Funnily enough, this is my corporate job.
Yeah, I know.
Doing this behind the scenes is literally my corporate job.
This is it.